Hello everyone, Jake Fox84 here, and welcome to some Foxhole. Now this was some footage I recorded in Alpha, as you can see. Now I did have some commentary I did live with it, and I was in an operation with it. But I decided I wanted to go ahead and make this video, and I don't have the time to record some second, to go back do the other footage and do some post commentary on it. So I'm just kind of going to do it right now over this one. So consider this my first video, technically, I guess, for Foxhole Early Access, if you want. So without kind of further ado, I'm going to go get in and talk about all the stuff I wanted to. I'll probably I might launch this, I might make this 2 videos. So I'll have this version of me doing the post commentary, and then I might have the second version of me doing the live commentary. They're covering 2 separate topics, but it's going to be the same content. So I might make that clear, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, so kind of what I'm talking about. So, Foxhole is now in early access. And because of this, we have seen the game explode. Literally, I mean, when I say it explodes, I mean we're seeing such a huge increase in players and everything. It's really good to see. But because of this, we are getting a lot of noobs and randoms and idiots and griefers and all that. So I'm going to put out 2 public service announcements. The first one goes to the experienced Foxhole players, okay? If you are an experienced Foxhole player, and I mean you're like a corporal, at least level 5, please help out the randoms, okay? Give them some, initiative. Tell them, hey, hold your fire. Like, so you notice right here, I'm telling this guy to hold his fire, okay? Don't be just shooting randomly, okay? Make sure you tell them, guys, close the gates. Just give them helpers, okay? There's no need to get mad at them, because guess what? That was you 60 hours ago. That was you 100 hours ago, So, make sure you give them the time, take them under your wing and whatnot, and, develop them, because they're the future. We're the old guard now. We gotta, we're the old guard. Oh, God. Yeah, I never thought I'd be the old guard in something until I was like 70. Anyways, the second one comes out to all the new players. Now, if you are a new player to Foxhole, please be patient, be nice, be good, don't be a douche. Ask for help. We are more than willing to give it to you. Join the Foxhole official Discord. I know myself, as well as all the community helpers, as well as clan members and all that good stuff. We are here to help you. And I had to change my name here. I'll discuss that momentarily. Yeah, you might have noticed something there. I forgot to hit save. So, anyways, myself, the community helpers, the moderators, clansmen, we're all here to help you. Okay, even we're all here to help you. So if you need help, just ask. We're not going to be annoyed or anything like that, okay? So, ask and you shall receive, okay? So yeah. Just ask, you shall receive. We'll be nice, I promise. On to the next thing I wanted to cover. You might have noticed I changed my name. I added the 82nd Deathcore tag back to my name. The doc reached out to me and asked, what would it take for me to come back? And I gave him a list of my terms. Those terms are between me, myself, him, and then whoever he decides he needs to share it with, such as Bear. Now, I'm not going to disclose all of those terms, but there's mainly 2 I want to discuss. I get to run the 21st Panzer Division as its own entity. So the 21st Panzer Division is still a thing. Okay? That is still a thing that I can still, do whatever I want with. So if you join the 21st Panzer Division, if you want, you can join the 82nd Death Corps. There's going to be no issue, and you'll be kind of under my authority there. The second thing was I get to come back. Now, I could either, I talked to him, as like, hey, I'll come back either as an officer or I'll start over again. They decided because of my time in, I'll come back as just a normal member, so I don't have to go through RIP again, which is fine. So I'm no longer an officer, and to be honest, I don't think I would accept it. if anything, if they say, hey, we need you to, you want to become an officer, I'll become an officer, and that's it. They completely redid the chain of command, and since this is all public information, I'm not worried about OPSEC. But basically, the chain of command is so screwed right now. So here's the new chain of command: RIP, member, Kriegsman, senior Kriegsman, assistant officer, officer, senior officer assistant, senior officer, division commander assistant, division commander, lord commander, and lord commander militant. Now, my first gripe with the new chain of command is English. It's not proper English. It wouldn't be assistant officer to be office. Actually, it'd be assistant officer. Then it would be senior assistant officer, not senior officer assistant. I mean, maybe that is proper English, but in Aussie land, but I know in America, my teacher would have killed me if I used that. So, maybe in Aussie land, that's the proper English, but yeah. Here's the other thing, too, is there is one more thing. I get a bad mouth to DK. It's mainly because nobody's can be objective. Nobody's ever objective, so I basically get a bad mouth to DK publicly, which is might seem weird and kind of disloyal and traitorous, but someone needs to stay objective, and because they got rid of the commissars, no one can. Yeah, that's another gripe. They basically got rid of all the commissars. I mean, 2 of us resigned. The other ones, I'm not going to talk about, and then the other one's a moron. He knows I think he's a moron. I think. I mean, I don't know. And then the other one, I'm not even going to talk about. I don't want to open up my mouth and get in trouble. Because technically I can still get yelled at for criticizing. But, yeah, so they got rid of the commissars and they basically merged our duties with the officer corps. Yet they have no one to run diplomacy, so I'm kind of curious who's going to do that. I mean, hell, the commissars weren't even supposed to do public relations. Hell, nobody knew what PR was until I started using it. I was like, yeah, man, I'll fix PR for you. Like, PR, what's that? Public relations. Yeah, I know. Big boy words. So yeah, nobody does that. So if you are a member of the Foxhole clan community, and we piss you off, yeah, I apologize already because I already know somebody's going to change their mind. Cough, cough, bear, and nobody's going to be around to fix it because the guy who normally does PR kind of is a member, a guardsman now, and the other guy who does it is stationed up on the 23rd parallel. Trying to fight off some commies. So yeah. And yes, I know I forgot to close the gate, but honestly, if I do end up releasing it, you'll know why. The lag was really bad. I kept getting slingshot and everything. I think I meant to close it, but I guess I just forgot. So yes, I know, shame on me for not closing the gate. So yes, so I get to run the 21st Panzer Division as its own separate entity, and I also get to, did they actually give me... No, they did not. Interesting. Anyways, so I get to run Who'd You Kill It, and I get to run the 21st Panzer Division, and I get to badmouth the DK, which is really nice because I actually really enjoyed being able to criticize them because they actually listened for once, weirdly enough. Yeah, I kind of run for my life here. I didn't realize there'd be so many pillboxes up there, but, running into enemy hold territory, so what do you expect? Kind of moving on. So, yes, the 21st Panzer Division is kind of in cahoots with the 82nd Death Corps, but don't worry. It's still kind of its own separate entity, so you don't have to worry. Anyways, don't ask why I came into doc. I just did because I'm a really nice guy. So the 21st Panzer Division is now its own entity. It's still its own entity. I am part of the 82nd Death Corps. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Now, now I'm going to talk about some recent events that kind of occurred in the real world down off the interwebs. 2 things. The first one is what happened at work yesterday. So as many of you may know, I work at Little Caesars, and I was stocking sodas, and this Korean veteran walks in, and I'm stocking. I was like, I'm listening to his order, and I was like, right when he was walking up, I was like, okay, I'm buying this guy's meal, but I'm listening to his order because I saw this video on iFunny, if you guys know what that is, about this one guy who goes ahead and buys this guy a meal, and it was $50 worth of food. Now I'm willing to do it, but I have a limit, because that comes out of my paycheck, so it's like, that's almost an entire day's worth of labor. It's like, please don't be buying a lot. Like, if he would have bought like 2-3 pizzas, I would have been down with it. But like, I'm hoping this guy isn't buying, no 40-50 pizzas. Thank you for your service and all, sir, but I can't afford 40-50 pizzas. So I was like, so I'm ringing up, and he's like, all right, fine, I'll buy. He bought like a deep dish and a 2-liter. So I told the lady on register. I was on register too, but I was stocking sodas, so she was covering me. And I was like, okay, Bailey, I'll go ahead and I'll buy these. I'll go ahead and buy this for him. She was like, you sure? I was like, yeah, no problem. And it took the guy a minute to realize. He didn't realize it until I went up and actually went to go ring it for him, because we have to. If you're buying meal, you're supposed to use our has to count, which just comes directly out of our paycheck. So I go ahead and I do that, and I kind of serpentine the Garrison house. So I go ahead and I do that, and I was like, sir, you don't have to pay, because he takes out $100 bill out of his wallet. I'm like, sir, you don't have to pay. I'm buying this meal for you, and he almost started crying when I told him that, and that really took me back, because here we are. We have a Korean veteran who went to war for his nation and is almost crying because some 16-year-old decided to buy him a pizza. I think, it really reflected of the sad state of affairs that we're in, where our veterans are being forgotten, and they have to be recognized by some 16-year-old working at a pizza joint in, some city in, the United States of America. I think it was really sad, that ended up happening. Now, I'm just going to say, upcoming here, it's actually probably some of my, like, the best 5 minutes of my time in a Foxhole, honestly, God. So I'm taking fire from one Foxhole, I'm taking fire for the other Foxhole, half track, the truck's down, I run into the hole, I see the player, I'm like, ooh, alright. So I tried to get my grenades out. I don't even know what was happening. I know it's 3, but I guess I hit 2, then I hit like 1 again, and then I finally get my grenades out, and I can't get out of the hole, then I get out, I was like, alright, ooh, lob 1, lob 2, now I don't get anyone on the grenade, then I pull out my rifle, I take this guy out, boom, boom, he's done, he's my first kill since when the game goes into early access. I see this player up here, I was like, alright, flank around, hit him, get 1, and he's down instantly. So I think their grenade got him. I'm like, hey, keep up the good work, sir. You're doing a good job. Now I'm going to leave him here because I don't know if his spawn was set at that outpost, and I don't have to worry about him. So like, alright, cool. So I'll go down here. I'll check that. Alright, perfect. We got some gear. We got the carbine. New ammo for the carbine. So I was like, alright, well, try to get out of this hole. I kind of get stuck in here for a little bit, so I'll go back to my story. So I'm just kind of really, sad in that fact that our veterans are being forgotten, and they have to be thanked by, some punk 16-year-old at Little Caesars, and that almost made the man cry. I think, so you guys tomorrow or whenever you can, no matter what nation you are, thank you, veteran, please. We see another player. All right, so we see another player. I go in, try to get him. I think I reload here. I'm down to 1 shot. Yep, I reload. Peek around the corner. Gotta worry about that gun nest. I was like, alright. Pull out. He decides he's going to come after me. So I was like, alright. You did. Simple as that. And I go to exfil out. Avoid that foxhole, and that is the rest of that. So, yeah, guys, tomorrow or whenever you can, take the time. Thank you, veteran. Just, a simple, hi, sir, thank you for your service. My family and myself really do appreciate all that you've given for this country. Something like that, okay? you know, if you want to take it a step further, ask for a picture with the guy, maybe even an autograph. Okay, just something to help the guys, you know. And then what was the other story that I was going to tell another story. Ah, yes. Now this was a heated one at practice. Trump's banning on transgenders. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm about to die, which means pretty soon I'm going to get disconnected from the server. So, let's not talk about politics, because you know how politics turns into onto YouTube. Somebody has their opinion, another guy has their opinion, and, well, it's basically given to, yeah, it's just going to turn into a cluster. So, let's not talk about politics. We'll save that for another video and another day. Anyways, though, I've been Jake Fox 84. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Go buy Foxhole. Help support the game and the devs and all that good stuff. Well, have a great day, guys. Bye.